Well, this is video 37. I'm sure you're absolutely sick of listening to my voice by now, and most of the things that are happening are general repeats of what you'll have seen before. We're building forces in the Caribbean, buying governors' properties, etc. as much as we can. At the moment I'm just looking to see what happens if I alter the taxation, or rather I do tax them, just to see if they go into the yellow or not. I'm looking at the possibilities of building the kind of institutions that will settle the people so that I don't get rebellions, and so that I don't lose islands from internal strife, if you like. There's a fleet around which has been very good in the Americas, which has been wiping out the occasional Spanish galleon and earning me some money. Also, I'm raising some troops in here. Having taken Cuba, decided to go for that so that I could take out a galleon by keeping my fleet behind. I'm now putting some troops together from any places where I can create regular troops so that I can attack, say, Guatemala or Mexico. The people that have watched this, my videos so far, will be aware of all of this. I was just flicking through the other ports then as well. You know, if you double click on a port and then click the little arrow at the top, then you can go through all the different ports, or all the different same time towns. I'm looking at Martinique there to see how much it'll yield for me. Doesn't give very much. As you'll have guessed by now, nearly everything that I'm going to go for is Roman Catholic, and therefore it's going to resist very, very strongly my occupation. I have no priests to settle the population, and my income's quite poor at the moment, so I don't want to be getting rid of whatever industrial buildings that I've got in order to build churches. Apart from the fact that it costs money to build churches, as well as losing money from the industrial buildings. So we're back to Flanders. The issue here is how big can the French get to attack me from the west. I'm just checking there to see how I can tax Flanders. You can see even after all this time, you know, they're still very, very unsettled. I must have been in there for, well, it certainly feels like 10 turns now. It's certainly a lot of turns. Okay. Notice the French got a ragged army in Paris there. They've got a new army there by the side of it, by the look of it. I mean, I'm in a fortress there, so you'd think I should be able to sustain an attack. He might just go past me though, because I'm not going to want to intercept him when I can get the benefits of a fortress, and of course Flanders is still non-fortified. Okay, I'm just strengthening that fortress in the hope that he does go for the fortress and doesn't just bypass it and go for Flanders. I'm going to be careful moving these troops out of Amsterdam. Sometimes you click on one unit in there and the whole lot comes along with it. It's the second time that's happened to me now. So, and in fact, it looks like that unit can't even reach now. He came so far as a complete army there that I don't think he can even get in. Or can he? Maybe he can. No, he can't. No. It's a shame. The more troops you've got in, the more settled they are, the more you can raise the taxes. Checking what I can afford to recruit here. I've got 5. I've said many, many times that I need 4 at the least to defend against a concerted infantry attack. I will just pop out that fleet again, as I've demonstrated before, so that we can attack it. I'm not going to show that action, it's a very simple one. It's 4 of my very good ships against 1 of his. I don't know what it was, that actually I didn't notice. Good prize money, of course. And we'll be sending the ships back to the port to get them repaired again. This time I'm going to do something slightly different. It seems to be concentrating all these troops around Paris, so I'm not going to take that infantry unit back with me. I'm going to leave it there. It's a fairly useless group anyway of pikemen. They're getting quite dated now by this period. But they seem to be okay at wrecking places, so that'll do. I'm not going to put him back into the port. I want him to mend that port, and then preferably put another ship in it, so I'll just move into it and then pop them out again. Hope that it's a nice ready source of income for me. Okay, we've not been able to quite get back to our own port. Maybe when we improve our distance of ships at which they can travel, they'll be able to go all the way to Calais and all the way back again to Flanders. All in one move. Well, not there and back in one move, but certainly there in one move and then back in yet another move. Those are the troops that were involved in the battle against the French. The naval action. That's one that is available to be seen. I've saved it, I just haven't put it on YouTube. It's about a 20-minute long battle, and I've only really been including the battle for those who are inexperienced at them, particularly naval battles. So it seemed like quite a long thing to put somebody through, and to be honest, there's so many pauses that it's a bit like watching a chess game, really. Not very exciting. Okay, these are my dilemmas now around Europe. Do we go for Alsace-Lorraine? It's got nothing in it but firelock armed citizenry, and again, not many of those. Faced with the same usual problem, Roman Catholic, with no priests to convert them, so we're going to have a lot of unrest. Years of being unable to raise any taxes, tying up armies there that cost money. So it really is quite a dilemma. It's surprising that he isn't fixing any of those buildings that we damage in Alsace-Lorraine, though, making me think that maybe he's running out of money. Always possible, he's just concentrating his efforts elsewhere, though. All the time I'm running around this map and stopping in various places, I would be going on to the diplomacy screens and various other screens, trying to swap technology with other nations. I could spend half an hour within this 10-minute slot, you know, if I had put it in. Of course it would be half an hour and 10 minutes long, 40 minutes long, but I'm leaving it out because if nothing happens, if I don't manage to trade the technology, I'll see very little point in even putting it in, you know. And sometimes you might think, well, why is he looking there? Why is he spending so much time there? Well, that's why, basically, because I'm looking really at other things, but I'm cutting them out. Okay, back in the Americas, looking at the resources that we've got in terms of men, where our regular troops are, where our fleets are, to go and pick them up. The intention, of course, is to, as I've said, build a regular army here, put it onto my fleet, move it over to Guatemala or Mexico. In the meantime, picking off any targets that might give me a decent income for a while. There you go, recruiting another regular infantry unit there. It takes a while when you can only recruit one per turn, and each place that you recruit them from are separated by an ocean. It's a bit of a fag pulling it all together, but anyway, just going through the ministers now, just to see if I can kick anybody out and get an improvement. That was a very brief look. I would have spent longer on there normally, just to see where is green and not paying taxes. I found one. I'm just going to see if I can get some more taxes out of them there. Anyway, we're approaching the end of this one now. I hope I've got a more exciting one to show you next time. I skipped the battle, of course, as you've seen on this one, but we'll see if we can get something a bit more exciting on the next video for you. Please watch all the others.